Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today's episode of Terraria Overhaul is a little bit different than how it was meant to go today. Today's episode was going to be a surprise special episode, a collaboration and crossover with another YouTuber. But unfortunately, a thunderstorm actually took them out of the game. They can't play with me today. So that's going to be a tomorrow thing. But I wanted to give you all a heads up because we might not progress as far today. The episode might not be as long. But it's just because we're setting up for the bigger episode tomorrow, and I hope you guys understand. And I won't tell you any more than that because you still get a little bit of that surprise tomorrow. I think you guys are going to really like it. I've wanted this collaboration for quite some time. I've name-dropped this person many a time as well. A few of you will guess, a few of you won't, but that's alright. So it's coming up on nighttime here in Terraria Overhaul, and that's because the very first thing we are going to do today is we are going to crack on with the mechanical bosses. Now, as many of you know, in the last episode, I was taken out of the game by a hole. A hole in the ground took me out. It was this hole right here. So the very first thing I did today was I came in, I covered this up, it's now hallowed, I covered this up, it's now just autumn grass, and we have a nice clear area for the twins. And we are going to do the twins right now, right at the start, because I kind of like teased you all with it yesterday by not doing it properly. And I'm using holy arrows because I managed to get myself some unicorns, and these unicorns have made amazing arrows. Once again, this looks just incredible. I don't want to jump away from this. I want to show it. And you're welcome, mobile viewers, because oh my god, holy arrows, Terraria Overhaul, you do some flips, you do some skiddies around, it just looks great. Every now and again my character screams because he gets hit by one of those cursed flame balls, and it actually terrifies me. Terraria Overhaul, it's a very loud mod. Like, I have to turn down the sound a lot, and then in post I have to turn it down a lot. It screams when it screams. So welcome back. I want to start today's episode by once again giving you all a massive thank you for getting to the episode yesterday super quick, for giving it thumbs up. YouTube analytics are still completely broken. It's strange. I've never seen analytics broken this bad for so long. But I will tell you this, day one sales of the merch have been fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And it's quite funny because the cactus and the washing machine, they're neck and neck in terms of sales. So it's almost like you guys are buying out for a new mascot for the channel. And I'm genuinely curious as to which one will win. I've kind of got my money on the cactus now. For a while I thought washing machine that's leaking out all over my floor would be the winner. But I feel like cactus will prevail. But I will keep you up to date every day with how that's going, because I find that interesting. It's pretty cool, right? Which one will win? I don't know. But thank you to everybody that checked it out day one. Apparently, according to YouTube, you'll be able to actually find the t-shirt designs below the video. I believe tomorrow they have to approve every t-shirt that you sell, and this is the first time I've ever had it linked to my account, so it's something new. I'm testing it out. But it will be there on like a little merch shelf available tomorrow, maybe. I'll keep you up to date with that. So the twins fight is going fantastic. It's going amazing, actually. And I was having a little look at all the things that we could be crafting with the Souls of Sight. And I kind of came to the conclusion that for me right now, the only thing I would actually like to make, and this is like for real. Oh, I ran out of books. This is for real. The only thing I would actually like to make is either a Theory Bell or... I don't know. Souls of Sight, they're just... I feel like when I first started... Well, when the update first came out, Terraria 1.1, I feel like the souls were like the most interesting thing in the world. Like, oh my god, you kill these mechanical bosses and they give you souls and you use them to make a bunch of things. But I feel like as time's gone on, I care less and less about what you can make with souls. I'm like, right, just make me a drill, make me a pickaxe. I'm not really too interested. Maybe I'll make some armor with it. Maybe I'll use it in a mod. Like, I feel like souls are becoming pretty redundant. Oh god, my monitor just turned off. So I can't... Oh, there you go. It's back on. I have this glitch with my monitor every now and again, and it happens every couple of hours. It will go off for 5 seconds. It's more like 3 seconds, right? It's a bit of an exaggeration. It feels like 5. But it literally just went off then. I was like, right, don't die. Don't die. Please keep it cool. I remember I was playing a Battle Royale once, and it happened to me right at the end, and I did lose. And it was one of the worst feelings, I have to admit. Alright, so that's one twins down. And this is going to be the second twins. Well, they're not really twins anymore. They're the siblings. Siblos, that's what they are. Siblos. It's just a sibling with a loss, unfortunately. Alright, let's kill the last one. Spasmatism. Amazing. Come on. There we go. So once again, proving that holy arrows and a Daedalus bow, you really can't go wrong. It was a good experiment yesterday to go and get it. It just pays off. It's just paid off already. I didn't need to really worry too much about that fight. So I've opened it up. I've got some bars. I got a mechanical wagon piece. And those souls of sight, what they're going to be used for? Boy, I don't know. Right? Next fight. And we're going to go... Oh, I just realized something, actually. So I only have 400 arrows left. So this fight's got to go quicker than the last one. Otherwise, we are going to be in deep trouble. Because I don't feel like arrows are going to cut the stuff here. I feel like it has to be these holy arrows. But I guess the good thing about this boss is that it's all kind of like self-contained. So if you use the holy arrows to take out the arms and the hands, you've only got the head to deal with. This was a bad move, though. I'm going to call this now. This was a bad move. I'll tell you why. Pretty much, we only have 4 minutes left. So I think it took me about three and a half minutes to do the last one. So I feel like this one will be longer as well because there's so much to hit. I feel like the twins are great because it's just two big giant eyeballs. You know, who can't poke somebody's eye out, right? It's so easy to get. But you want to take a whole skeleton out the game? Strange. I once read on Reddit, and it really did stick with me, that there's a skeleton living inside of all of us. And I just think that's so bizarre. Like, that's basic, like, anatomy, right? But it's weird to think about. Inside of all of us is a skeleton. Who knew that this would get philosophical? Because I didn't. I don't think that's philosophy. I just think that's being a moron. I'm just gibbering on. I'm secretly praying, though, that this is all going to be okay. Okay. I think it'll be fine. I was speaking yesterday about being a little knackered. Went to bed quite late. I thought, that's alright. I'm going to be fine. I woke up at 5 in the morning because my gums were bleeding. All of my gums were bleeding. And I was like, why? And I was too tired to figure out why all my gums must be bleeding. I got a new toothbrush yesterday, and for some reason it's just hammered my mouth. I don't know what it was. Like, I've never had this problem in my life before, so I've just been dealing with that today. That's been my life. I've been gargling salt water to make sure that nothing gets infected, but I'm fairly certain I know what it is. It's literally that this toothbrush is like the worst thing going for me. Okay, so this fight's going well. I see that a lot of the arms have got reduced health, which is fine. But we are about to transition into regular arrows. We've got less than 100, and this is where you kind of don't want to be at. You don't want to be at this. I've also started running out of buffs, and I only have 2 minutes left and a lot of health. But I'm hopefully thinking that what's going to happen is, because we're getting to the end of the fight with the arms, I'll be able to start targeting the head a little bit faster. That's the goal at least, but it might actually be worth just staying down here and targeting it. 2 minutes left. Okay, we have 10 seconds left. What did I say? This is what this clip is going to be. I just knew it. I knew it was coming up. So what happens? Does he speed at you? Yeah, he does. Oh my god. Oh, let's see if I can... No, I couldn't even swoop out of the way. Alright, well that's fine. That's fine. I did deserve that, truthfully. What was I thinking when I thought, oh, I can just take this guy on? No, I completely blew it. That's fine. That's fine. It don't matter. It don't matter. So, this rematch is going perfect, right? All I needed was just like a whole bunch of arrows and a lot more time. So, with the rest of today's episode, I'm going to do something I've literally never done in a Let's Play before, a Terraria Let's Play. I'm about to grind out for a weapon from the Old One's army, because when I played the Switch version of Terraria, it was version 1.3, and I thought to myself, I really don't care about any of the other updates for Terraria. And I think it's because I don't invest the time into them. And I really kind of like want to get out of that mentality, because I remember when 1.3.5 came out, I loved it. I was its biggest supporter. So I actually want to do it. I'm going to grind out for an actual weapon from this event. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. But I've never done it before because I feel like people will not watch or enjoy it as much. So give me some feedback on today if it ends up bombing. But if it ends up being good, you don't have to leave any feedback, right? If it's just good stuff, you just leave it be. But I'm going to do it because there is a weapon there called the Staff of... it's called the Tome of Infinite Wisdom, which is a weapon that drops. And it's one of the only weapons in Terraria that has an alternate fire. And I think that's appropriate because in Terraria Overhaul, it adds in alternate fires like this for pretty much like most of the weapons that didn't have one. So I feel like the Tome of Infinite Wisdom is one, a pretty like sick looking weapon. And then two, just like iconic because of that. So I really want to get it. And it drops from Ogres, which is apparently popping up at this point in the game, now that we've done a mechanical boss. So here's the plan. Here's what I want to do with this. I want to take my hallowed bars, because I got a lot of them. Let me open these up. Look, I got even more. And I want to make a full set of hallowed armor. So the plan is I'm going to go all mage build for this. And I'm kind of doing this in legacy of Euromir. So a couple of years ago, Euromir made this video about the water bolt being used as tier 2 for the Old One's army. And I thought it was so cool, but I've never tried it out. Like, I remember the video so vividly thinking, all right, how does that work? And I never tried it, so I'm going to try it today. I'm kind of excited about this. This might go so wrong. Knowing me, trying a Euromir method, it's probably not going to go the best. But if I remember correctly, he had like, it was like really weak armor and a water bolt. And I think it kind of worked because the water bolt had knockback and he had like an arena that would bounce it properly. I've got 2 stacks of dirt on either end and I flattened this out and I think it's going to work. I've got high hopes. So I'm going to buff up. I'm going to get ready. This is going to be good. I've got to make sure that no like just normal enemies come and attack. So like while I'm over here, I got to make sure no slimes are coming in and stealing my territory, right? So let's have a little go at this. I think this is going to be fun, right? If this works out, praise to Euromir, okay? So already this is going pretty well. So the trick essentially does rely on the fact that the water bolt bounces. And I was thinking like, oh, well, if the challenge was to use the water bolt, there's probably something else that I could be using that's more like appropriate, right? Because Euromir is obviously the master at this. You know, he's doing good stuff without the need of anything better. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, there isn't a hard mode water bolt. And I always kind of assumed there was. Like, I've never really put too much thought into it because usually by the time that I'm thinking about other weapons, I've got other weapons. Does that make sense? No, it don't make sense to me either. But there should be a hard mode water bolt. I know that the water bolt's kind of OP as it is, right? And it is OP. Like, let's be real. It's really, really overpowered. Like, if you're able to do events like this, no sweat, right? You got problems on your hands. But then again, it's Euromir, right? Probably doing good stuff with a copper short sword. Okay. Let's continue this onwards. I just hope this continues to work. I've got my Daedalus bow just in case anything goes wrong, but I think maybe the precision of your bounce is probably really important as well. And I haven't really put too much thought into it. So what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to do the first couple of waves. Like, let's do another, like, 2 waves together. Maybe just 1 more wave together. And then for the rest of it, I'm going to, like, edit it up and just chop around a bit. Because there's going to be a lot of farming with this. Oh, I forgot about these guys. The bombers. Oh, these are intense. So this is working out great. So I feel like the ultimate plan here is you get enough medals to basically buy the better weapons. And if you can do that, then I think you're in for the money, basically. And I think it'll be fine. God, once they see you and they charge you, it's like game over. No, 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 no. Oh, he got it. At least one had to get it. Okay, well, that's wave 2. I'm going to press on and see how I do. And I'll bring you back in if anything changes. Oh, actually, look at this. I'm onto flying enemies now. So this is probably where the plan falls short. Maybe this is where you get the Daedalus bow out for these guys. Huh, I don't know how he did this. Because I'm looking at it now and I'm like, how do you get the flying enemies and deal with these guys at the same time? You just have to be a true thug and a true wizard. Alright, so hopefully these jump cuts aren't too much today. But I realized that a water bolt, it's not going to cut it, tier 2. And it's not because of the water bolt. I feel like it's because I don't have the tier 2 weapons to use. Now, I feel like the secret behind this all is to farm out tier 1 for those medals so you can use the medals in tier 2. I didn't really think about this because I was filming a Let's Play and I thought I'll just do it the once. So I've got a new world, which is an expert world, don't worry. And I'm going to farm out this event and I'm going to get my coins. And with my coins, I am going to buy a tier 2 weapon, maybe even 2 of them if we're lucky, and crack on. So here it is. This arena works. That's great. And I'll see you all in like, I don't know, this is probably going to take like half an hour, but I'm going to farm out a good couple of these because I want to use the I want to use the medals, right? So I'll see you soon. Once again, this episode is going to have so many jump cuts compared to my usual one. But it's because I want to spend a good chunk of time today. And I don't want it to be an hour-long episode. Because that would be a little bit mad. Even though you guys are very supportive, I don't know if you could commit to an hour. Right, let's buy a new weapon here. So I want the ballista. Is that what it's called? A slow but high damage tower that shoots piercing bolts. Okay. I can only afford one. God, they're so expensive. They're really, really expensive, aren't they? Like, that was a while of farming away for absolutely nothing. But that's alright. Considering I'm not using this. Actually, am I using this because of the mana reduced mana usage? I was like, should I bang this back on so that I'm quicker? But I think I'm not gonna. Right, so with that said, I can now crack on with my water bolt and my ballista. And I'm really, really hoping that this will be like a fun, quick and easy setup. Or maybe I should be using this. Is this better? This is not piercing, but it is higher damage, right? But then the thing with the water bolt is that it's piercing, so that's like the big thing, right? Let me stick a harpoon there. Let me put a pin on that one. Let me start destroying some of this side. But I think that might be the plan for me. Is to like go through, kill a bunch of enemies, put down a bunch of harpoons. Yeah, I feel like the water bolt's the way to go. I really do. The water bolt is so good. It really is genuinely very good. And if I can kill this, I can slap down a harpoon. Oh, God. Right. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't think I'm cut out for this today. I really don't. I can't even keep a track of these guys. Well, I've actually made it to wave 4, so that's further than I got before. So I do feel like the harpoons are really helping. If I could actually grab some of these crystals, I could slap another one down. But I am definitely on my way. I think the thing I really want to do is basically kill some ogres. So if I get the chance to kill an ogre, I'll just go for one ogre. So if I can make it to the ogre wave, I'd actually be pretty pleased. That's the standard that I'm setting. I just want ogres. And if not, what I'll do is for tomorrow, I'll farm out some more. Okay, it took a while to farm those medals, so I don't know really what people are meant to do with this event. Maybe it is you know, maybe it's one of these things where it's like, oh guys, you just after one mechanical boss, give it a little go, give it a go. But in reality, it's like, well, you should probably wait until Plantera's around. That's what this is feeling like. But all right, well, I think that'll cut it for today. Like I say, it's a little bit shorter because of the special episode tomorrow. But trust me, a weaker episode, it'll be worth it for what you're about to see. Right, well that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching and being awesome, leaving your thumbs up and just being supportive. And remember, you have 13 days left to get the 2 designs. There'll be a link in the description. Go and check them out. And hopefully tomorrow we'll actually have the store shelf, so you can just look below the video, go, I'm team washing machine or cacti. Right, thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.